Coming into Savasana, corpse pose. This is the most important pose of your entire practice. So make sure that you always give yourself a few minutes to 10 minutes to 15 minutes where you can just relax, observe, and reconnect to your body, to your mind, and allow the mind-body complex to adjust to the new sensations, the new space, the new information that you've given it during your Yoga Asana practice. So you can see here, there's all kinds of different ways that you can go into a nice Shavasana. I'm giving you the most routine way. If you find that you have problems with your lower spine, use a bolster and place it underneath your knees. This will generally help lengthen the sacrum and relax the lower spine. People who have tight neck and shoulders, it is absolutely fundamental that you place something underneath the skull so that the forehead is not lower than your chin, or that your chin is not higher than your forehead. Exactly, we want to avoid that kind of sensation. Internal actions. You can take your hands and pull the skin of the sacrum away from one another so you can feel that sacrum, the bone, the skin, completely flat and connected to the earth. On a physical level, it will help relax the entire spine. On an energetic level, that is of course the base of Kundalini, of all of our energetic connections. So bringing that into connection with the earth is very important. This is another reason why we have the bolster, because again, if you have really tight quads, that can pull that sacrum up away from the earth. Make sure that you have your shoulder blades separated as well. There's various ways you can go in to help opening those shoulder blades, but for now, just see if you can feel that opening by rotating bicep and tricep, turning palms of the hands up to the earth, and just allow your breath and your attention to help relax that tension around that space between left and right shoulder blade. And as that releases and relaxes, see what happens up through the neck, up through the throat, and through the jaw. Really check and make sure that jaw is completely relaxed. You can open and close it, just check to make sure it's all released. Softening cheeks, lips, and tongue. Observe all that space around the eyes, the eyelids, up through the forehead. Now I'm going to cover my mother up because oftentimes Shavasana, the body temperature drops. So even if you had a really active practice, it's a good idea to keep a blanket nearby, or you can put it on just before you go into Shavasana so you don't get cold while you go into a deep relaxation. So moving into Shavasana, the important work of Shavasana is purely internal. We want to avoid this usual habit of trying to judge or interpret the various distractions, sensations that all of our senses are taking in on a daily basis. We want to bring all of that action inwards. So after checking to make sure that you have all the bones placed in their correct places, that the sacrum is flat on the earth, that the shoulders are away from the ears, that you're nice and comfortable. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then opening the mouth, exhale out through the mouth. And again, deep breath in through that nose. Exhale, let it out. One more breath in, deep breath in through that nose, fill up that rib cage. And exhale, let it out. Nice, easy breath. Inhaling, exhaling out through the nose, and just observing without interpreting getting a little bit curious about what's going on through your feet. Moving that awareness up a little bit more around the ankles. Checking out what's going on through the calves, the shins, and their connection up into your knees. Allowing those kneecaps to open and release as you continue up into the thighs. And just observing, releasing, relaxing inner thigh to outer thigh. Upper thigh to back thigh. And then just observe that space of connection between the top of the femur bone up into the pelvis. And just allow that space to open as the legs disconnect and float away, allowing that sacrum to spread a little bit more. Relaxing all that space around coccyx up through sacrum, letting those internal organs drop back towards the spine, relaxing belly, relaxing skin across belly. Noticing that lengthening up around lower spine. Continuing up along ribs through shoulder blades, allowing those shoulder blades to just separate a little bit more. Nothing forced, just a nice gentle observation as they separate, release, moving through shoulders, through elbows. Observing sensation through palms of hands. And then letting go, releasing out through each and every fingertip, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, all the way out through the pinky. And just allow those arms to gently float away as you bring your attention to the space right around that sternum. Relaxing the skin across the sternum, across the ribs, allowing it to release. Sinking down, bringing your awareness into the lungs. And just checking to see if you become aware of your heartbeat. Keeping your awareness on the sensation of your heartbeat. Allow it to slow down a little bit slower. Noticing left and right clavicle bone falling away from one another. Allowing that neck, that throat to open. And as neck and throat open and lengthen, release that jaw. Relax the tongue. Release that jaw just a little bit more and notice the sensation of the ears moving around to the insides of your ears, allowing that to just open. As you continue to soften cheek, letting the eyes sink back into their sockets as you relax eyelids.
Letting eyelids become heavy as you release up through forehead. Moving all the way up through the top of the skull. Gently breathing in and out. Maintaining an easy, curious focus upon the sensations you're observing here and now. As long as you stay grounded in your body, letting go of the desire to interpret, to judge, you are in the present, you are in the here and the now. The moment the mind starts to place labels upon what it is observing is the moment we are pulled either into the past or into the future. So just take a moment, take advantage of this space and time to just be present.